大家好，我是苏迪。
我是露西。
今天我们带大家去故事城堡，故事城堡里有许多好听的故事，而且还有好多好玩的玩具，让我们一起出发吧。
Friends, today I am going to read those books for you. Now let's get started. Homework. Everyone was excited. It was half term. For homework, said Mrs. May, I'd like you to keep an autumn diary. Oh no, said Beth. Homework. Chip phoned Gran. We can't stay with all week, he said. We've got to keep a natural diary. It's homework. Don't worry, Gran replied. We can get the homework done and have some fun. The next day, Dad took Big and Chip to Gran's. They picked up Nadim on the way. He was going too. It will be fun at Gran's, said Biff. I know, said Nadim, but when will we get time to write our natural diary? They got to Gran's, but she didn't come to the door. How odd, said Dad. She knows we're coming. Let's look in the garden. There were lots of things in the garden. How odd, said Beth. Why has Gran put some bags out? It's not summer. Suddenly, Gran opened the door of the shed. Surprise, she said. The children looked inside. They all gasped. I made a natural laboratory, she said. We can do the natural project in here. It will be fun. The Gran took the children in the woods. Let's start with the trees, she said. They collect lots of different leaves. Gran gave Nadim paper and crayons. Put the paper against the tree. Then rub the crayon over it, she said. It's called a bark rubbing. Back in the laboratory, they look at the bark rubbings. Each type of tree has a different bark, said Nadim. They stuck the leaves in their tree. Gran had seeds from the trees. We will plant these in pots, she said. One day they will grow into trees. The next morning, Gran woke up early. She makes seeds and nut mounds with fat and pour it into wood pots. What's that smell? Asked Chip. Breakfast, said Gran. Oh, I don't want to eat that, said Biff. It's not for you, said Gran. It's for the birds. When the fat had set in the pots, Gran hung them in the garden. We can watch the birds, she said. In the afternoon, Gran took them to a special wood. Now for a secret, said Gran. Look. The children looked around. There were colored mushrooms everywhere. It's amazing, said gasped Nadim. Look, but don't touch, said Gran. On the way home, Chip found some marks in the mud. Are they animal tracks? he asked. Gran put some powder out of her bag. She mixed it with water and made a paste. She poured the paste onto the animal track. This is plaster, said Gran. It will dry the shape of the animal track. It's called a cast. They took the cast back to the laboratory. Biff looked up the animal track in a book. It's from a badger, she said. Tonight I had another surprise, said Gran. We had to wrap up warm and we need a sunbed. Sunbed? asked Biff. They lay on the sunbeds and looked up. The sky was full of shooting stars. Look, this is amazing, said Chip. And it's your homework, said Gran. The Bigfoot Mystery. Mom was checking Kipper's trainers. Are these your teeth and toes at the end? She asked. Your feet had grown again. You need a pair of trainers, said Mom. Go and tell Biff and Chip we're going to the shops. As soon as Kipper peeked into Biff's room, the magic started to glow. It was time for an adventure. The magic took them to a forest with lots of tall trees. Biff saw a footprint in the mud. Look at this, she said. It's enormous. She put her one foot next to the footprint to compare. Who made it? Asked Kipper. A bear? The bear had paws with sharp claws, said Biff. The footprint has toe marks. Some people believe a mystery animal called Bigfoot in the woods, said Chip. Perhaps Bigfoot made the footprint, Chip added. Here's another mystery. Why is this rope here? Biff and Chip went to check. Suddenly, a big wooden cage dropped down over the three children. Oh no, shouted Chip, it's a trap. The children tried to lift up the cage, but it was much too heavy. Help, shouted Kipper. Is anybody there? Yes, said Biff. Look over there. A huge hairy creature was watching them. It looked interested. That's Bigfoot, said Chip in amazement. Bigfoot came closer. I think he wants to help us, said Biff. The wooden cage was not heavy for Bigfoot. We're free, said Chip. Biff looked at the Bigfoot. Thanks for helping us, she said. Bigfoot seemed to smile at the children. Suddenly they heard a gruff of noise. The trap is this way, said the man. Bigfoot looked around. Now he seemed frightened. He ran into the woods and hid. Hi. A moment later, the three men appeared. What are you children doing here? One of them asked. We're lost, said Chip quickly. My name is Bunkum, said the man. We set that trap to catch a mystery animal called Bigfoot. Bigfoot stayed hidden and watched. What will you do if you catch him? Asked Bunkum. Bunkum. Bunkum smiled. I am going to take him all over the world in my traveling cures. People will pay lots of money to see him. He's the only Bigfoot in the world. Bunkum gave the children a hard stare. Have you seen Bigfoot near here? He asked. The children did not think Bunkum's plan sounded very nice for Bigfoot. Biff, Chip, and Kipper looked at each other. They shook their heads. Chip quickly rubbed his foot over the footprint so the man would not see it. Maybe I will go back and look for Loch Ness Monster inside, said Bunkum crossly. The magic began to glow. What's that? Magic key, shouted Bunkum. People will pay lots to see that. The children started disappearing. Come back, shouted Bunkum angrily. He did not know that Bigfoot was behind him, waving goodbye to the children. At home, Mom was waiting to take Kipper shopping for new trainers. Go on then, said Bigfoot, joking to her little brother. We finished all the books. I will see you next time. Bye.
好啦，小朋友，今天的故事就讲到这里啦。大家要是有好听的故事或者是好玩的玩具，记得写信给 Susie 和 Lucy 哦，我们会在第一时间分享给每一个小朋友的。大家如果喜欢我们的节目，记得点击下方的